Hey, welcome to All Things Social Security, the daily video share of the day-to-day goings-on in the Social Security world that we're all in at the moment. My name is Stephanie Joy. I am the attorney and the founder of Joy Disability. It is a Social Security disability and SSI only law practice for the last 2 decades. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you to click the join button below and consider becoming a benefactor member. It provides a lot of free one-on-one interaction with me on any questions you have. And for broader topics or of greater magnitude, you can have significantly discounted consultation time. Okay, I'll see you there. Enjoy your video. Bye-bye. Hey, so not long ago, I shared a little bit about the bad surprise sometimes our seniors get when one of them passes, and therefore one of the Social Security benefits that one of them was getting goes away, and the remaining surviving spouse lives on just one benefit now, not the two of them. But anyway, a viewer brought up a good point, so I thought I'd put it out there, and I'll try to attach the original video to the backside of this. But in this case, the author of this post, I'm going to say her, could be wrong. Her husband passed away and was much younger than her, and apparently she had been married before. She applied for widow's benefits and found that her income was doubling as a result. So I'm thinking that means her own benefit was pretty small. When she filed for widow benefits, she got a much bigger amount than she expected. Perhaps way bigger than what her younger, recently passed husband was collecting. Anyway, good reminder. If you've been married in the past, let's say you become a widow or widower, either one, and you had more than one marriage, not just the beloved spouse that just passed, but you had previous spouses, they're going to look at if you properly report this. So you have to let it be known that you have this prior marriage that lasted, more than 10 years before you got divorced. And if that person was a shaker and a mover moneymaker, you can get a widow benefit based on that work record amount versus the true love who didn't make squat but recently passed away. So you don't have to get the benefit of the spouse that made you a widow or widower who just passed. Rest in peace. You can look at all those any prior spouses, if that marriage lasted long enough for you to be eligible for a survivor benefit on that record. So that was really helpful to this particular commenter, because she apparently got a much bigger benefit than she ever anticipated, because they were going off of a very old marriage from the past, who's apparently that fellow was a hefty worker making a lot of income per year. So he had a much higher benefit rate that she gets to take advantage of now for having stuck it out for as long as she did. Really, I mean, if you stick it out for 10 years and then get divorced, you get the benefits of it being, much longer. So anyway, just wanted to share that. So they do look back. I've known of people who were widowed in their 20s and never even thought of it again. And then when the time came, they had this benefit that they didn't even realize they had, because you just don't think back to that 40 years ago, who was I married to, So in any event, it is what it is, but I just wanted to let you know that some of those old prior marriages, if that was a hefty income earner, can really be helpful for you in the end. It's like a gift after the fact. All right, bye guys. Hey, so if the subject matter of the video you just listened to is of interest and you want more on it, stay tuned. Here's another one about the same topic, but a little bit different. Bye now. Here's a reminder to surviving spouses and surviving divorced spouses. And that's what I want to bring up. A lot of people are unaware that if you are divorced from a prior spouse and that prior spouse passes away, you too might be eligible for a Social Security benefit on that ex-spouse's work record, the one who passed away. There are certain rules. You have to have been married for 10 years immediately prior to your divorce. So short marriages aren't going to count as having put in the time to be eligible for this particular dependent benefit. And you have to be 60. Now, notice that 60 is a little bit younger than early retirement age of 62. So it does cut a break for surviving spouses and ex-spouses. The alternative is if you are at least 50 and disabled, and if the disability occurred or occurs within 7 years of the passing of the prior spouse. And also, if you are a caretaker of that prior spouse's child under 16. Those are some of the other ways. But don't forget, an old spouse who may be divorced 20 years ago or 30 years ago, there might be a benefit there. And it's important. You'll see when you even apply for retirement or disability, they ask about prior spouses. And some people, I think, blow it off because they don't really want to think about it. But the reason is because you could potentially be getting a benefit based on their record, which could be higher than your own work record. So if your ex-spouse was a work dog and your work record is not quite as lucrative, you might actually have a better benefit amount by taking a surviving divorced spouse benefit and applying for that. Just worth noting, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be your current love of your life that's passed away. It could be a spouse from many, many years ago. But there is that 10-year requirement for when you're divorced, and it's the ex-spouse's survivor benefit to you. Okay. All right. Divorced people, don't forget about that. Ciao. I'm back again. Just super quick. If you haven't checked out the join button with the memberships that are being offered, consider doing it. A lot of people who seek very brief interaction clarifications personally on their own matters are able to use it at a very affordable membership rate where they wouldn't normally be able to get a consultation for, in their eyesights. And then there's other benefits as well, but it's a three-tiered membership, and you might just find that you could use it. I'm hoping it's benefits of value. I'll talk to you later. Bye.